Welcome to episode 14 of the Platinum Trophy Show Remastered. I don't even know if we need the remastered anymore. I've kind of nuked all of the old Platinum Trophy Show episodes that were on the channel. They're all hidden now because they're so awkward and uncomfortable to watch. But this is episode 14 of the Platinum Trophy Show Remastered. This is the weekly show where we take a look at all the trophies that have popped up on PSN profiles. We look at all the new games that are coming out this week when we can. And we also look at all the latest PlayStation and gaming news. This week, there's not a ton of news or anything like that. It's mostly State of Play, which happened at the end of last week, so we'll recap that and have a look at some of the trophies. There's not a lot. There's not a lot. All right, let's get on with the show. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned and sticking with this show. I really appreciate each and every one of you who tune into this every week. It is growing as well. Each week, it tends to increase slowly. This show is probably one of the less viewed products on the channel, but I do enjoy doing it because it engages directly with the hardest core audience on the channel, and I love all of you guys. So thank you again for supporting the show, the channel, etc, etc. Now before we start, I have a favor to ask of all of you guys. If you could pop over to my Twitch account, now that is twitch.tv/tptjosh, should be down here somewhere. I started streaming on Twitch last week, if you weren't aware. I kind of made a big deal about it. Trying to get affiliate status on Twitch. I'd really appreciate if all of you guys could just pop over there and hit that heart button, the follow button for me. It's completely free to do. I need to get that number to 50 before Twitch will recognize me as a streamer. So it would be really, really awesome if you could go over and do that. Even if you don't use Twitch, even if you don't plan on watching, just having that heart there would be really, really appreciated if you guys could do that. If you are a fan of Twitch and Twitch streams, I'm going to be streaming over there. I should be streaming almost every day this week, and then going on from there, once the whole affiliate status has gone through, I'll be streaming, I think, twice or 3 times a week. Last week we played Fast and Furious Crossroads, and had a lot of fun with it. Fun chatting with you guys, fun chilling out, playing the game. The game wasn't fun, but everything else around it was cool. And that was neat. I'm planning on trying to get into platinuming more games on stream. So maybe playing some of the East Asia Soft and Radalika games and just chatting with you guys as I play through them. And yeah, it's going to be good. Unfortunately, one of the consequences of doing YouTube and doing YouTube to the frequency that I've been doing YouTube is that I haven't been able to play anywhere near as many games as I used to play. It's been cut all the way down to the absolute minimum. By doing it this way, it means that hopefully I'll have more opportunity to play more content. It means I can talk about more content. It means I can make videos about more content. You guys may have noticed there's been less trophy guides over the past month or so. There's only been a couple for big games, and that's purely because I haven't had a chance to play any of those smaller games. So I am hoping that this Twitch thing will help alleviate that. So we'll see how we go and see if that helps. And you know, potentially it adds another way for me to support myself making YouTube and Twitch videos. I don't know. We'll see how we go with it. Now, this week on the show, what I thought we'd do is firstly look at this stuff here from State of Play. So we had a few things pop up from this, but I figured a State of Play recap is in order here. So State of Play happened on Friday last week, I guess Thursday last week for North American watchers. We had a couple of decent things announced. This is a bit of a recap by PlayStation themselves. I don't want to talk about everything because I don't know if everything really deserves to be discussed. We had an extensive look at Crash Bandicoot 4. They showed off some new gameplay, new character, some of the additional mechanics, and how the game sort of work. I figured it probably makes more sense to click on the Crash article while we're talking about Crash. The first thing is that Dingodile is back in the game, and he is a playable character. Now this guy here is supposed to be Dingodile. If you guys have played any of the previous Crash games, you'll know that Dingodile looks nothing like this. So they've taken some liberties with how he looks, and he's looking thick now. But that's Crash. So yeah, Dingodile is a playable character now. So you've got 4 playable characters in this game between Dingodile, Crash, Cortex, and Coco. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Torna becomes a playable character, and maybe Entropy as well. I'm only saying that because there was a leak a couple of months back, which we talked about on the channel. We had some Crash Bandicoot merchandise, and they all featured these characters, like these specific characters, which is why I think either they're pivotal to the actual game or they are going to become playable characters as well. So that was the first thing. They talked about how the game will have a ton of skins available to you as well, so you can customize how Crash looks. He's not just going to be your traditional Crash. And it worked really well in... sorry, this window is distracting me. I keep looking out the window. I'm just going to close it and turn my light on. I realize that I keep looking out there at the birds and I should be focusing on the camera. So the Crash skins, they worked really well in CTR with all the new different outfits for him. So I think that's a cool idea here for this. Hopefully they're not going to be microtransactions. They said they wouldn't do it with CTR and they ended up doing it. They have said that they're not going to be payable here, but who knows? It's Activision, so you just never know. And the last thing they added is this thing called inverted mode. Now this is essentially another mode for this game. It's kind of like how you would have your standard crystal run, then you have your gem run, whether it was like a no death route or a collecting all the boxes, then your time trial run in Crash 3 where you have to go through really fast. Inverted is supposed to be this other type of run that you do where they modify the game in some way. They have kind of given a couple of examples of how that is, whether it's like a color change, whether it's collecting fruit, whether it's running fast, all these sort of different art styles and gameplay styles kind of mashing in to change things. It's cool. It's not, I guess it's not a selling feature of the game, but it's kind of a cool little thing. So yeah, that's everything for Crash. Looks like these guys are taking a lot of care with it, which is cool. I think this has a lot of potential to be a really neat game, and I certainly hope it is. Okay, so the other one, we had two massive PlayStation VR announcements at State of Play as well. They were Hitman 3 is getting PlayStation VR support from when it launches in January 2021. They had a trailer here where you're playing as Hitman and he's kind of going in and pulls out the wire and everything, and it looked really, really neat. This game looks cool. I think it could be cool in VR. I've never really thought about Hitman in VR. But the interesting part of this Hitman announcement is that they said the entire trilogy will be playable in VR. So Hitman 3 is the end of the trilogy, but it's only the beginning when we talk about Hitman VR. We're proud to announce that we're bringing VR support to every location from all three games. So it means that the VR version, I'm not sure if it means Hitman 3 is VR compatible, or if there's a Hitman VR as a separate game to Hitman 3. I don't know yet. We don't know. It says Hitman 3 VR, but yeah, who knows what that actually means at this stage. Cool announcement for all you VR owners though. Great to see some additional VR content coming to the platform. On top of that, Vader Immortal was also revealed for PlayStation VR, coming at the end of this month on the 25th of August. This was previously a Oculus exclusive title and it looks really cool. It looks neat. This kind of game I think would work very, very well in VR. It reviewed pretty well when it came out on Oculus, but it really depends on the price point. My fear on this one is that they will price it too high. PlayStation always tends to price their games higher than Oculus, their VR titles especially, and given the license associated with this one being Star Wars, my assumption is this is going to be an expensive game. Jury's still out on that one. The game looks awesome though, and I am definitely going to be checking this one out at the end of the month. No word on trophies or anything like that, hoping it has a platinum though. And that's cool. So we had two pretty decent VR announcements, I think, in this conference, which was cool. We had some new gameplay for Godfall, which played. This was the longest piece of content featured in the entire conference. This one's, it's weird. I've gone back and forth on Godfall a bit. I'm going to try and play some of this now, so you can see here sort of hack and slash type gameplay. Now, when this was first announced and revealed, I really didn't think anything of Godfall. I thought it was pretty underwhelming, if I'm being really honest. Then they had that awkward trailer, which was the PlayStation 5 event trailer, where it was the rap music playing in the background, and I think tonally it didn't feel right. There was money falling and stuff, and it felt like they were trying to be Borderlands, and it was kind of this is a Borderlands RPG, but not as a shooter, but as a action hack and slash mythical type game. And I didn't like that tone that they took with it. I think it was not right. Then they showed us more gameplay and revealed more information about the game, and they flipped me again, and I thought, you know what, actually this does sound kind of cool. This does sound quite good. I saw the box art. It's looking super fresh, along with that PS5 logo across the top, and I was like, you know what, you guys have got me. I'm sold on this. Then they showed this trailer for it, and now I don't know what to think. Every time they show the game, my opinion changes on it. This here made the game, well, it made it apparent that the game was very much linear. which I don't know what I was expecting. So obviously we're getting a linear experience with it. They showed hack and slash, and it did look reasonably polished in terms of like its hack and slash mechanics, I would say. I don't know anymore. You know, I don't know. It doesn't look particularly I guess fresh is a good way of saying it. I don't see anything here that's like hyper unique that this game is doing that other games haven't maybe done in the past. And I don't know, I think that's probably a bit of a problem, especially for a next-gen title. Launch titles always are iffy. They're always like, you know, you're never going to get the best ever experience on a launch game. But yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I think I'm still excited about it. You know, if this does come out as a PS5 launch game, I will be buying it at launch with my PS5 to play on my PS5. So that's where I sit on it. However, they showed this 8-minute trailer at the end of the State of Play conference, and I got kind of bored watching the 8-minute trailer. I lost interest because I kept feeling this is just the same stuff. I guess what it's really going to come down to, and because of what they've shown us is basically combat, hack and slash, it's going to come down to how good the combat is in the game. That will determine, like, I guess, where I come down on how good the game is. If the combat feels awesome to play, and you feel like a god, I guess, then the game has potential. If not, then it could be just another, you know, relatively boring hack and slash. But only time will tell. So we sort of just have to wait until that game comes out and we get hands on with it. Temtem was also announced for PlayStation 5, and this is an interesting one. If you guys aren't familiar with Temtem, it's essentially a Pokemon clone that was released on PC at the end of last year, the same time as Sword and Shield got released on the Nintendo Switch. Sword and Shield got kind of panned a little bit for not really innovating much, and Temtem came out of the woodwork being that kind of like shining light of, hey, we are making a Pokemon clone and we're innovating on that clone as well. People complain that Pokemon is too accessible. To a degree, I probably agree. I think it's very, very straightforward, although that is kind of part of its charm. This game here appears to be a more complex RPG set essentially in exactly the same tone as Pokemon. You've kind of got these budget environments and budget-looking sprites, unfortunately, but it's probably the closest we're ever going to get to a Pokemon game on PlayStation, I guess, in general. So if you're after a Pokemon-style game, then this one could be for you. It's coming out next year on PS5. No mention of PS4, just PlayStation 5, which is interesting. I guess they're hoping it's going to sell more units on there. But yeah, like you can see here from even the screenshot, you've got your evolutions of Pokemon, or Temtem from 1, 2, and then 3 in the background. I guess these are your 3 starters. I personally haven't played the game. I'm just familiar with the basic structure and premise of the entire experience. So that's Temtem coming to PlayStation 5. I was really surprised actually to see this one because A, I didn't realize it was finished. I thought it was still in early access on Steam, and B, it does come pretty close to Pokemon, and I was shocked that they actually were allowed to like make this and publish it and release it, you know, while promoting it kind of as such. They don't actually mention Pokemon, but it looks so much like Pokemon. I guess they're probably getting as close as they can to copying the game without infringing on IP. Also, during the State of Play, we saw a trailer. This was such a weird trailer. It was like a few seconds, if that, of Alan Wake DLC in Control. There's expansion 2 for Control called Awake. You can see here in the logo, Alan Wake at the top, and the Control imagery at the bottom. No details on what this actually means, how it works, how this plays into the world or anything like that, except that it does. And I'm curious about it. I was really curious about this game, about this DLC specifically when it got revealed last year, when they announced the season pass for the game. I was hoping that you'd maybe be able to play as Alan Wake and it would take on more of an Alan Wake tone, so it doesn't appear that that's going to be happening based on this trailer, but I guess we'll know more information when this launches. Did we get a date for this? You can play Awake on the 27th of August. So I might actually start playing a bit of the Control. I played a little bit of the game when it first launched, but I never finished it, so I need to go back and play through it and play through the DLC so I'm ready for this when it comes out. I would probably like to play this. I'm a pretty big Alan Wake fan, so seeing this announced got me kind of excited, but I don't know what this is actually going to involve. The article here is like just as vague. They don't want to give you too much information, and I get that. It's a narrative-based DLC. They want you to wait and play it and enjoy it. The final reveal from State of Play that I'm going to talk about, there was other stuff as well, mind you. They were just smaller things. Bugsnax is coming this year, and it's coming to PlayStation 4 as well. So it's not just PS5, it's PS5 and PS4, and it's launching holiday 2020. I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be coming out this year. They showed gameplay of the game, not just a song. And I know everyone remembers the song because I freaking see a tweet and someone's quoting the song and it's in my head for like 3 days after that. So, bug snacks. Anyway, this is some gameplay here. You can see like doing a mission. It appears to be like a first-person game. I'm guessing it's like a first-person puzzle solving style game. It reminded me a little bit of what's the Rick and Morty game that came out last year? Trover Saves the Universe, in terms of like style and how it looks. It looks like they're doing obviously a comedic storytelling tone to it as well. But yeah, like the trailer just shows your character essentially just doing a bunch of tasks for people, saying, hey, I need you to do this and this. I got some vibes of like definitely the Trover game. If you guys remember Viva Pinata, it kind of reminded me a little bit of that as well. I guess with the different types of animals and things. And then, I don't know, I guess the quest-giving type stuff kind of gave me some vibes of like Banjo-Kazooie. It's not a Banjo-Kazooie like platformy game, but it just gave me that feeling, I suppose, the way that they're like, hey, I need you to go and corral these radishes or whatever. And that's Bug Snacks. Honestly, like, I know it's a bit of a joke, but the game will probably be quite fun, and I imagine a lot of people will be playing it as well. Now, in other news, we had this reveal. This was at the very beginning of last week, so it's kind of old news now, but Spider-Man is going to be coming to Avengers. He's an exclusive character in Avengers on PS4. He won't be coming out to other platforms. There's this whole write-up here on the PlayStation blog about the Spider-Man and why he's great and everything. I guess like Spider-Man is kind of linked to Sony and to PlayStation now because of the deal they had with Marvel for Sony's Spider-Man PS4 game with Insomniac. So it kind of makes sense that there is that kind of alignment. Sony also owns the license rights for Spider-Man on Cinematic Universe Pictures, Sony Pictures. So it doesn't shock me completely that this is part of their like exclusivity deal. Yeah, so Spider-Man will be in the game next year. I don't really have too many thoughts about this. This is nothing new. I saw a lot of people upset about it, which is why I haven't made a separate video about this. Figured I'd chuck it in here, and I can get my thoughts on it in here and not get criticized. Because unfortunately, if I made a video about this expressing my opinions, I imagine people would be upset. I don't think it's a big deal. These kind of things happen all the time. There's exclusivity deals that go on between Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo all the time. This is nothing new. This is just another one of many things that happens. Spider-Man will probably come multi-platform eventually, but they're never going to say that to you, so that would just be my 2 cents on the whole thing. Now, the last thing that happened is on Saturday, my time, I guess Friday for North America, Rocksteady tweeted out this, target locked at DC fandom, and then they've got this picture of Superman with a Suicide Squad logo on his head, saying hashtag Suicide Squad game. So I'm guessing that there's a Suicide Squad game coming out. This has been like one of the worst kept secrets in the industry, that Rocksteady was working on a Suicide Squad style game. It looks to be being revealed on the 22nd of August, so in about 2 weeks time from when you're watching this, and at DC Fandom. I'm guessing that's like some sort of like press conference Comic-Con style thing. There's so many of them these days it's impossible to keep up. But yeah, apparently they're going to be revealing something there which will be neat. Don't know if Suicide Squad is like what I would have hoped for them to be working on, but they did an awesome job with Batman, so the jury is still out on what a Suicide Squad game could look like. It's interesting they used a picture of, I believe that's Superman in the picture, so no idea what that means. But yeah, Rocksteady confirmed Suicide Squad is its next game, and then that's all there is. So we've got no additional information beyond that. So stay tuned, and you'll know more, I guess, on the 22nd of August when they look at revealing the game. I'll have some videos up on the channel as well when that happens. Now, over on Push Square, we've got this guide, new PS4 games this week, 10th of August to 16th of August. So now that we don't have the PlayStation blog doing its drop anymore, which I just don't understand why they stopped doing it, there is like other websites that are kind of pulling pseudo drops together. This is basically what Push Square have done. So they've got a US and a UK version. They're exactly the same. There's only like 5 games that they've listed here: Brunch Club, Hyperscape, Banner of the Maid, Alto Collection, and EA Sports UFC 4. So there's not a ton of stuff coming out this week. I guess the big highlight is UFC 4. I know a few of you guys on the channel mention UFC semi-frequently in the comments, so I'm sure that there'll be some of you who are interested in that game. I don't know about the trophies or anything for that one. I don't even know if they've gone live yet, have they? They actually have. They've gone live. Well, that kind of segues us nicely over to trophy talk, because there's quite a few people who have got the trophies in this game already. I don't know when these went live. They weren't... it wasn't on my list of things to talk about today. We've probably talked about them in a previous week. But yeah, the trophies are live. This game is imminent. Coming out this week. There is a online one by the looks of it. Online will become championship and defeat the title once in online world championships. Don't know if that's a challenging thing to do or not. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. What did you guys think of State of Play? Did you think this was worthwhile doing? I was pretty underwhelmed. I don't think there was a need for us to have a State of Play. I don't think that I garnered too much. Like, there was some cool announcements for sure. Like, the 2 VR games look cool, Crash looks cool, but I don't know, did we need a State of Play for all of that? It's just weird. The other thing that's also really bizarre is that we still don't have a Call of Duty announcement. What's going on with that? Maybe you guys have a theory on that one as well. It's strange. Call of Duty is normally announced in May, and we're now in August, and there's still nothing. The game would normally be coming out in November. They'd be promoting it really heavily. I don't know, is there not going to be a Call of Duty game this year, or is it like delay? Like, what's going on? Who knows? Wonder why it hasn't been revealed yet. It's kind of odd to me. So yeah, I don't know what the situation is with COD. I was hoping that it was going to be part of this, but apparently not. Maybe they're waiting for a PS5 announcement date or something. I don't know. Now, in terms of trophies this week, what's popped up on PSN profiles, there's 4 games that I think we should look at. First is this game here called Skully. Yeah, Skully. Thought I'd misquoted. But this has got 30 trophies, 1 platinum, 5 golds, 13 silvers, and 11 bronze. It's a very gold and silver heavy list. 24 owners and only 2 platinum achievers. But I believe this game came out this week. We've got some collectible guides and things up here already on the on PSN profiles by the looks of it. Gold trophies for completing 10 chapters without dying, 100% collectibles in all chapters, and sacrifice yourself to save the world. And that's a story-related trophy. Let's look at the gameplay for this one. All right, Skully announcement trailer. Let's play this thing together, and we will react together in turn. Oh, it's a Modus Games. Okay, they make these like sort of budget style games. All right, you're a ball, Skully Ball. Apparently this is out. Apparently this game came out on the August the 4th. Modus generally do make easy plats. Oh, so now you're not a ball. Now you're a rock man. These things are horrific. Combine skills. Okay, seems like a platformer type game with these absolutely horrific monsters. I feel like this could be something cool to play on stream. I might check this out. Is this on the PlayStation Store now? Let's have a look. It's like $50 on the Australian store, so it's going to be like 20 on the US store. Yeah, apparently this is already out. Completely missed this one. But yeah, potentially like I wouldn't say like an easy plat, but probably like a reasonably paced plat. Game doesn't look too bad, to be fair. We've got Fall Guys. The trophy list for that has gone live. The game's obviously gone live. I've done a couple of videos about it already. Looking to do a trophy roadmap for it. Hopefully this week I'll have something out on the channel. I would have liked to have had it done last week, but I didn't get a chance to play enough of the game. I'm obviously not going to be able to earn the platinum in this one before I make the guide, but I'll be able to earn a decent amount of trophies to get an idea of what's required. You know, qualifying for a 500 rounds I think is going to be something I don't get, as well as winning 5 episodes in a row. However, I think they're pretty self-explanatory on how to earn those trophies. It's looking difficult though. Like, it's not going to be an easy platinum. I don't even think the platinum is actually obtainable yet, because I don't think there have been enough costumes. Is that right? It was like a requirement for 50. Equip your first legendary customization item. Equip a legendary color, blah, blah, blah. So that's obviously hard to do. And then, yeah, the unlock 50 cosmetics from the store, I'm thinking has just popped up. That was previously unattainable. So no one's got the plat. What are we waiting for? It's the 50 items has probably just become attainable this week, or like today or yesterday. Same with the legendary one. This is for reaching level 40. This is for winning the 5 episodes. That's for 500 rounds. Oh, okay, so it looks like everything is now attainable, just no one's done it yet. Is that right? No one's platinumed it? Yeah, I've just had a look through them. It looks to be that the 50 cosmetics was what's been holding people up. They haven't been able to earn that because it wasn't 50 cosmetics in the game. There obviously are now, so people will start popping that platinum from probably today, tomorrow onwards. So that's Fall Guys. Interesting little game there. If you haven't played it, highly recommend checking it out, although the platinum is pretty hard, like 8, 9 out of 10 hard, I would say. Rogue Cube came out last week as well. This is a rat leaker game, I believe. Super easy trophy list here. This is going to be another 30-minute platinum for you guys if you're interested in another 30-minute plat. I'll see how I go this week and trying to get something done for this one as well. I've been saying that for a couple of weeks now in terms of trophy guides. I've been holding off playing stuff just because I've been too busy. So I need to really get a couple of these guides out. I would like that if I could get that done. We had the Fast and Furious Crossroads come out this week. No one's got the platinum yet. It's a hard plat, I would say, like a very time-consuming platinum because half the game has online trophies, which kind of suck. There's one trophy in particular here for winning 400 online operations, and like that's going to take you hours. That's going to take you maybe 50 hours, maybe more, which is just ridiculous for a game like this. It should never have a trophy like that in it. They obviously just wanted people to play more of the game, even though they didn't deserve for people to play more of the game. I have a review of this up on the channel, and I've done a couple of other videos about it as well, but I'll put a trophy guide up because there's not much to it. You know, the single player stuff is pretty straightforward. There's a couple of choices you have to make, but it's still pretty simple. Everything else in here is just online based. It's just for finishing a particular level of cumulative matches, but it's nothing hard. It's, you know, getting a certain number of takedowns, getting MVP a certain number of times. It's nothing difficult. It's just time consuming. The difficult part of it is that no one is playing the online, which means that it's going to be harder to find games, which means that it's going to be harder to play rounds, which means you get the point. It's a janky game and a janky trophy set for this one, which kind of sucks. Only 65 owners on PSN profiles too. We had the trophy list for Thief Simulator pop up. This image is terrible. This is like it's a weird, like, it reminds me, it kind of fits some of those other sim type games, Car Mechanic Simulator, Bus Simulator. It's that like art style of those games, and you have to rob houses basically. It's a like stealth game, but it's silly. It's silly and fun. I played this on the Nintendo Switch last year, I think. Didn't finish it, but I played it. It was a really, really neat game. I enjoyed it. I'll probably look at checking this out when it comes out on PlayStation. I don't know if we have a date. We obviously don't. It's not out yet because there's no one with any trophies. Let's have a look at the other list and double check. Yeah, no one's got any of the trophies. 24 trophies though, 10 bronze, 5 silvers, 8 golds, and 1 platinum. Steal paintings, cars, stealing like all these different items, stealing 10,000 items, which is going to be just like super time consuming. Finish at 10 S rank thefts without being seen. I'm sure there's guides for doing all this sort of stuff now because it's been out in Steam for a while. Break 10 toilets. Like, I think this won't be too bad. The hard stuff will be stealing like all of these items. Oh wait, it's still items worth 10,000. So that might not be that time consuming. You obviously have to play through the game twice, like once on standard and once again on New Game Plus. $10,000 worth of items isn't actually that bad. It's still time consuming, but it's not as bad. This could be not a bad plat, to be fair. This game was fun. It was janky and silly. I don't know. I enjoy these kind of games. I don't know if you guys do. Second last game. This is Theme Park Simulator. I thought I would talk about this because I used to love Theme Park World. There's only got 11 golds and no silvers and no bronzes, so it's got a nice short trophy list as well. Platinum, 100%. Enjoy the Armor Express. Enjoy the bumper cars. Enjoy the Ferris wheel. Enjoy the inverter. Enjoy the Kamikaze. The Tagada. The Techno Jump. The Tokaido. The Twister. The Viking Ship. And the Wild Mouse. My guess is this will be another very, very easy platinum. It's going to take you, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, probably an hour to earn the platinum in this one. If you jump on that. I wonder if you actually have to play the game to earn the money to buy those things, or you just keep starting new games, buy it, then ride it for 5 minutes, or if there's like a theme park you can just jump into and play on everything and ride all of the different rides for 5 minutes. I hope they have enough animations to keep you like engaged in the Armor Express for 5 minutes, or if it's just going to keep repeating the same 30-second loop. I remember when I played this game on the PS1, you could ride the things, but it was terrible. Like, you'd ride it in this first-person view, and it was always an awful experience. You're like, things are happening, there's blocks and pixels and stuff everywhere, and it just wasn't reflective of actually riding a theme park ride. But this here appears to be another pretty easy platinum, I would say. Like, it's an hour-long plat. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully it's not too pricey. Wonder when this will be coming out. Looking at the picture up here, like the game looks pretty rough, but I mean, easy plat. I wonder who's publishing. Let's just go find out who's publishing this one. It's got pretty mixed reviews on Steam. The game doesn't look terrible, to be completely honest. Like, it looks okay. Developer is Best Ride Simulators, and they've done nothing else. So, yeah, take that as you will. Alright, this is our final game for today. This is PGA... What is the name of this thing again? PGA Tour 2K21. I always get it confused. So this one's got 30 trophies, so it's a smaller than normal sports trophy list. 17 bronze, 5 silvers, 7 golds, and 1 platinum. You know what? Let's do a full trophy breakdown of this, because this is the kind of, like, I'm interested in this game. I am curious about it. Let's look through everything, and then we'll cut this out and add it as a separate video on the channel as well, so you guys can have a bit of a peek behind the curtain of how that happens. I don't know how I even begin to intro it. This could be like video inception. Why don't I do that? Let's do video inception here. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try this. I haven't done this before, not to this degree at least. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. How are you all doing today? Today we're taking a look at PGA Tour Golf 2K21. This is the new PGA game that's been dormant for a couple of years, coming out on the PlayStation 4. Today we're taking a look at the trophy list for the game, doing a full trophy list breakdown for the game. We'll break down exactly what's required to earn that platinum trophy. Let's take a look at the list. Huh? What do you think? A bit of an intro there. Not too bad. I think that kind of works. Hopefully that's enough to get people engaged. Then we play our little intro piece. Then we continue on with the next part of the video. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so what are we saying? So we've got 30 trophies here, 17 bronze, 5 silvers, 7 golds, and 1 platinum. Let's just go through each of these and take a look at them. We've got sink 5 putts in a row in putting practice without mullingus or using place balls. Now, I played golf. I used to play it. I don't know what either of those things mean. I don't know what a place ball is, and I don't know what mulligans is. Mulligans? I have no idea what that even means. Sink 5 putts in a row in the putting practice. I guess it's just putting, but it looks like a pool cue on here. It doesn't even look like a putter. I have no idea what the heck that's actually about. We've got win a PGA Tour event. I guess I just went around. Win a rivalry in a PGA Tour career mode. I mean, this again, same thing. Earn a handicap index of scratch 0 or better. I'm guessing that's the... What is scratch again? Getting your handicap lowered is a good thing. The lower your handicap, the better you are at playing. So having a scratch, what does that actually mean again? Okay, scratch is a player who can play to a course handicap of 0 in any or all rated golf courses. So basically it's having a 0 handicap. So have a handicap of 0. So it's like being the best you can possibly be. Hold the ball off the green on an official course. Hold the ball from off the green. Oh, it's get a hole in one when you're not on the green. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. You guys who watched my FIFA video last week, no, not FIFA, Piers video last week, were like, you have no idea what football is. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what football is. I actually thought I knew golf, but apparently I don't. Golden Ferret. Hold the ball from a bunker. Okay, that's just from a sand pit thing. Complete the course of a single sponsor contract in PGA Tour career. I don't know what that means. We haven't played this, so keep that in mind. The bunker one actually could be quite hard, but there could be a particular hole where that is more achievable. Earn 10 million in a single PGA Tour season. Complete 18-hole round with clubs from at least 5 different brands in your golf bag. It's funny. Make a putt from more than 10 feet after using a putt preview that also ended in the cup. Complete an 18-hole round with 3 ghosts. Hit all fairways in regulation in an 18-hole round on an official course. I don't know what that means. Hit all fairways in regulation in an 18-hole round on an official course. Maybe they just play an 18-hole round. Hit all greens in regulation? Or is that like... Is that for like landing the ball on the fairway or landing the ball on the greens? Yeah, I don't know. Drive the ball 350 yards. Shoot par or better on 18 holes. That's on legendary difficulty. That's a super hard trophy is my guess. That would be challenging. With previous golf games, there are sometimes guides that pop up though. They tell you exactly where to hit, how much like energy to give it and things like that. So it could make some of these things more trivial depending on how much random elements there are to it. Finish a skins match. Don't know what a skins match is. Finish a scramble match. I'm feeling that this video is becoming less and less worthwhile because I don't know what any of these things are. Actually, you know, let's just look them up. Let's look it up. Another type of golf where you like have to miss the green or something like that. Finish a round in matchmaking. That's an online trophy. Finish a round in private match. Another online trophy. Earn a handicap index of 10 or better. That's like getting a good handicap. Win the Players Championship. It's probably a grindy trophy. Win the Royale Championship, the Legends Championship, the Norwest Open. Win the Golf Club Championship and score a hole-in-one on an official course. That's a gold trophy, which scares me a little bit. I feel like that shouldn't have been that hard, but apparently that is a gold. I mean, there might be particular courses and holes that you can do that on. The trophy list doesn't look awful, I would say. It's only got 2 online trophies as well, which is nice. Those 2 in there for finishing private and matchmaking. So it's not going to be an online heavy list if you guys are after that. It does sound like you have to get pretty good at the game, and sounds like you have to definitely finish the career, which I wasn't sure if you would or not, and do a couple of different championships and cups and things like that. But you're probably going to be playing a fair bit of golf here, just based on like what's required. Some of these ones for like hitting all the greens and stuff and getting a hole-in-one could be slightly time consuming as well. They could be quite challenging. So that's PGA Tour 2K21 Golf and Friends. Don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that one in the comment section down below. Are you guys going to be checking out this game as well? Let me know. I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts on that. But that's the Platinum Trophy show for this week. That's everything I kind of wanted to talk about. I don't know about that golf game now. I'm not sure. I was kind of pumped for it, but it looks very technical. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to have a narrative either. I thought there was going to be like a more of a single player to it, but I could be wrong on that. It does say single player. They're promoting it with that, but yeah, that's all there is. That's all there is for this week. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got something valuable out of this. It's gone on for really long. I need to cut some stuff out of this episode because I've recorded for 60 minutes now, and that's way too long. I'm curious to find out what this ends up getting down to. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if there was anything that we discussed this week that you are curious about or that you want to comment on. I'll reply down in the comment section below. I'm always curious to get your thoughts as well. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. I would really appreciate it if you guys did that for me. It would be aces if you did. And yeah, enjoy another week of trophy hunting. I am going to try and do the same, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Bye for now.